All right, Johnny, how's it going? All right, so what I was talking about is if you take your backswing and you have that toe down, you can see that in the video right there, your right hand hinges up and down right there. So if you take that in a one-piece takeaway, that toe stays down. When you open it up, when you get into this, when your first move is this, when you're rotational, that's open. But if I were to move this way and I lean into my left side and I pull down, you can see that that face is going to stay open as it comes into the ground. So you can't do both moves at the same time. They don't work well with each other. So when you take it back and you have that toe down, you can see that my right shoulder goes up and my right hand stays on top, right? So now I'm hinging up and down this way instead of around, right? I'm having that open face. So that right shoulder goes up, but that allows me to pull down and it'll square itself up with my right shoulder staying on top. But if you keep it open and you lean forward, you come into that impact in that same position, that face is going to be wide open, and the only way to compensate is to flip your hands to come down and through it. So if you open up that face, you got to keep your hip back, which is going to keep your hips more level, and your angle of attack is now going to be on a shallower path. So if you open up that face, you want to keep that left hip back, and you can see how those hips are rising as you're coming through. Instead of getting that lean and pulling down, you're going to be rising or coming in more level, and that face will now pass your body, and you'll get more of a release coming through impact instead of being able to pull down and get more of that downward angle and just a pull with really solid wrist. You're going to be coming in on this angle with an open face because your first move was letting that toe point up more instead of keeping on top of it. You're rotating open a little bit. So your angle of attack is now going to be shallower in order to let that club pass and that face to close up by itself. So there's two ways. You can open it and close it by staying back and rotate around more, or you can keep that face down and pull down as you're leaning into that left side. All right.